Man, oh man, that was a close one. I know we're running a little bit behind here, but I had a major technical snafu. And let's just say it says on my shirt blood, sweat, and tears. The sweat was in full effect, everybody. I was downright panicking, but I figured it out in a pinch and only had to make you guys wait about 6 minutes before we got everything crack-a-lacking here. So let's get everybody warmed up. I'm hoping that you guys will still be able to join me. I apologize for the delay. We had a little craziness with the streaming software, but we should be good now. Hopefully you can join me here on LinkedIn Live, Facebook Live, or YouTube Live, Facebook or LinkedIn. Hey, what's up, Big Jim? Thanks for joining us on LinkedIn. Sandy, thank you for joining us on the simulcast on Clubhouse. And if you can just keep your mic muted till the conclusion of the live stream. Same to you, Tara. Thank you for joining us on the audio simulcast of the Dissipline live stream on Clubhouse. We'll be hopping over to the post-game show in about 20 minutes. But if you are joining us here, hey, John McBride, good morning on Facebook. Anthony Palmini joining us on LinkedIn. Good morning. You guys can let us know you're here. Give me a fist bump. I'll give you the requisite fist bump and the shout out. You can join us, and let's not be stingy. Tap that little share button. Let everybody know you are joining us here for Dissipline. Yeah, Jim Cooper. Good morning to you. Total panic at the HQ. It was a technical nightmare, but I managed to figure it out. Thank goodness. It was a dumb mistake that I made in setting something up, but through process of elimination and quite frankly through StreamYard's tech support, they were quick to help me diagnose what happened. But we figured it out. So we're going to give it another 2.5 minutes here. Maybell, thank you for joining us on the in the Clubhouse room. You're listening to the audio simul stream of the Dissipline video stream here on LinkedIn Live, Facebook Live, and YouTube Live. If you are joining us on LinkedIn Live, Facebook Live, or YouTube Live, let us know you're here. Pop a comment in there. Let me know. We will give you the requisite shout out. Rochelle, I see you there in Clubhouse. Thank you for joining us. Just a reminder, if you can all keep your mics muted in Clubhouse until the conclusion of the live stream. We're going to be hopping right over to you guys once the live stream is over, and you'll be able to ask your questions on the Running Your Voiceover Business post-game show. Hey, Mimi, good to see you from Voice Masters is in our Clubhouse room. Like I said, if you guys are listening on Clubhouse, you are listening to the audio simulcast of the Dissipline live stream, and we're going to be hopping over to you guys in the Clubhouse room in about 20 minutes at the conclusion of the show, where you'll have the opportunity to ask your questions about running your voiceover business. Hey, Ann, yay is right. Good morning to you. Woo! It was a tense couple of moments there. It was there was a lot of F-bombs being yelled. That's for sure. You know, the technical glitch this morning on StreamYard threw me for a loop, and I was, dare I say, furious. Another minute to go, and we will get crack-a-lacking here. Just a reminder, if you are joining us on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or LinkedIn Live, say hello in the comments. Let me know you are here. Let's get you that fist bump. Let's get you that shout out. Let's let everyone know you are enjoying Dissipline and getting a little go get it gospel this morning. And in about 30 seconds, we're going to get right into the show. If you haven't already, tap that little share button. Let everybody know you are joining us. Maybe you want to tag a friend in the comments. Maybe there's someone. Yeah, Elaine was next door, but there were plenty of F-bombs to go around. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Hey, Scott, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Thank you for joining us. Kristen Clemmer is here on Facebook. Good morning to you, the wicked awesome voiceover talent in New England. Good to see you. So look, we're about 5 minutes in. We're all warmed up here, and let's get officially into the program. So today is Monday, October 25th. It is 5:40 a.m. Eastern time. I know it's 5:40 Pacific time, about 8:30-ish, 8:40-ish a.m. Eastern time. And we are here at the Go Get It HQ in the beautiful Mission VA, California. And this is episode 34 of Dissipline here on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and Clubhouse. And I encourage everyone who's watching on the live stream to bump on over to Clubhouse for the Running Your Voiceover Business post-game show. We're going to be talking about the things you should be doing in between sessions to help you book more sessions. It's the town hall style Q&A. Hey, Bev Standing is joining us. What's up, Bev? Good to see you. Thank you. So look, we're going to be bumping over to Clubhouse after this. We're going to be doing the town hall style Q&A about marketing, social media, sales, billing, branding, content gen, client communications, contracts, and more. I'm your host. In case you're watching this for the first time or catching it on the replay, I'm Corey Dissin. I'm the undisputed heavyweight champion of content. I'm your marketing and business coach, and I am the guy that has your back. Dissipline is brought to you by the Dissin Design team. And to keep up with the Halloween spirit this week, we are offering some scary marketing deals, like $50 off a social media survival kit, $100 off a logo, and $200 off a website. So if you're interested in that, knock on my door, say trick or treat, and we'll get you hooked up there. Now, speaking of things that are scary, today on Dissipline, we're going to start off the show by how some of you are settling for second place. Okay? Now, I imagine with what I'm about to address, with what I'm about to talk about, I'm probably not going to be making too many friends right here. But you got to remember a couple things, okay? Number one, there is only 6 inches between a pat on the back and the kick in the ass. And today, I'm handing out the ass kicking, okay? It's coming from a place of love, but I got to go get real with you. I call them like I see them. If you're driving around a car with a flat tire, when I pull up next to you, I'm going to let you know. Now, what do I mean about second place? If you're in the voiceover world, let me give you a few examples of what second place means. Second place is sharing a celebratory post about reaching a certain amount of followers on social media. Now think about that. When was the last time a new client told you, I was thinking about hiring you when you were at 999 followers, but I didn't pull the trigger until you hit 1,000. That happens exactly never, especially when out of those 1,000 followers, probably 950 of them. So remember that. That is a second place mindset, to be basking in that little milestone. Here's another second place example. When you celebrate shortlisting an audition, how many potential clients are going to sign you based upon the spots you almost got? Not that you got, that you almost got. Oopsie, I got a short list, but I didn't get the gig. They're not going to come hiring you, okay? A callback, everybody, is not necessarily a credit. Understand the difference. Don't waste your marketing bullets on that kind of stuff. Now, this last one is timely, and it is going to be provocative and controversial. But hey, let's drop that oil into the well right here. Listen closely. A second place mindset is celebrating being nominated for an award for a voiceover demo. So it's not winning the award, it's being nominated. You just got nominated. You didn't win yet. You might win. And by the way, you're being nominated for not an actual spot that you did for somebody. It's for samples of pretend spots. Just look at that objectively. You're being nominated. You didn't win, and it's not for a real spot. It's for sample commercials. That nomination, ladies and gentlemen, although it's full of feel good, it's full of pats on the back and way to go from all of your talent friends in your online communities, but it has zero impact on getting you hired. In almost 30 years of booking talent for tens of thousands of projects, tens of thousands. Let me tell you how many times I assigned a talent to a project because they got a nomination for a voiceover demo award. Ready? Boopka, 0. It never happened. It doesn't happen. It has zero influence. The only people that recognize that are your fellow talent. And we're not in a support group, everybody. Okay, everybody says, oh, the voiceover community is so supportive. They're so supportive. This isn't a support group. We're trying to win. We're trying to build our business. You have to wake up and you have to focus. You have to understand that when you highlight the things like some of the examples that I mentioned just now, you're sharing with the world how you're not winning. Okay? None of the above are helping to build your business. You want to know what some real wins are? Real wins are when you convert the connections, the proper connections, when you convert them to clients. The real wins are the auditions that actually turn into gigs. The real wins are the paychecks you get from the actual paid spots. Now, maybe a follower milestone or short list may indicate some sort of progress, because some of you out there are going, well, if I can't get the gig, I at least need to say that I made a little bit of progress. All right, you got me. Maybe that says progress, but it doesn't say success. Okay? You can't allow yourself, ladies and gentlemen, to have the safety net and security blanket of those superficial second place finishes. You have to get fixated on a first place mindset. A first place mindset. A professional athlete, when they get ready to play a big game or any game, they visualize themselves being successful, getting a big hit, throwing a touchdown pass, being on the mound in the bottom of the ninth with a 3-2 count to get that last strike, to throw your hands up in victory and say, we won, we're going to the World Series. They visualize that. They pay professional mental game coaches to teach them to do that. They do not say, well, we almost won. Well, I got nominated for the best hitter award or the MVP award. They don't do that. They get recognized for winning. Keep your eye on the ball. All of these things out there, these events, okay, it's window dressing. The follower count that you get on Twitter is window dressing if your followers are not potential clients. You can have 2,000 followers, but if a majority of them are the same people that are going after the same work as you, what are you getting? Why are you celebrating that? Why are you celebrating almost getting a gig? Because you get that little dopamine rush when 10 of your talent friends tap that like button and say, you'll get the next one, buddy. If you allow yourself to soak that in and accept that, you start to think that you're actually going somewhere, but you're sitting in a rocking chair. You're moving, but you ain't going anywhere. Start envisioning winning. Start thinking in that first place mindset of not being shortlisted, but getting the gig, of not getting just 1,000 followers, but 1,000 potential clients that you're connected to, of not being nominated for a demo, maybe being nominated for an actual spot and winning the actual award. Now that has a little more credibility to it. Now, I know some of you right now are going, man, there goes Corey again. He's chirping at us and he's being negative and, blah, blah, blah. I was talking to a talent friend of mine and client yesterday, and she gave me she said an interesting phrase. And I have to give her credit. She said, and I'm not going to give her name out, but she said, if these talent are butthurt because we're calling them on the carpet for not seeking and achieving real wins, that's on them. You got to remember, I am here to help you, to help point you in the right direction to being a successful voiceover business. And let me remind all of you that there was a major survey that went out a few months ago that surveyed a really good sample size of the voiceover landscape, where almost 2/3 of you are earning less than a full-time wage, saying you're a professional voice talent. So I'm not talking to that 37 or 38% that are killing it and doing it full time, because they're focused on the wins. They're focused on running their business. They're actually making some money. I'm talking to the overwhelming majority of the people that are in your community, this giant support group. This is who I'm talking to. If there's not many other industries where 2/3 of you fail to actually win in the industry. But for some reason in the voiceover industry, we allow that. We say that's okay. You're a newbie, or you're rising through the ranks. You're either full-time, you either earn a full-time wage and you're a professional, or you're trying to get there. And if you're trying to get there, you need to be using your time and your energy and your marketing bullets effectively, and to stop trying to lock arms and sing kumbaya with all of your talent friends and start focusing on making business. Don't worry about making friends. Make business. That's what it boils down to. So remember this discussion about the first place mindset. Now, to get you thinking about the first place mindset, we're going to remind you guys that you got to identify what your INGs are, right? When you take those three little letters ING and you stick them at the end of a word, that creates what? Say it with me, everybody. It creates an action. Because like I said, some of you guys are dedicating that valuable space and time in your mind to the wrong INGs. Like worrying, complaining, procrastinating, commiserating, prematurely celebrating. Those are not the INGs we want to be doing. We want to be talking about motivating, inspiring, cultivating, and of course, dieting, how we feed our body and our mind, right? Documenting, the power of the pen, how we are organizing and keeping track of our daily schedules and marketing, and dropping knowledge, where each week we're going to share another tactic or activity, one brick or building block that you can learn how to stack and attack to achieve your goals. Okay? We're trying to do some achieving, right? Some growing. Now let's get some more shout outs here. Who else jumped on here? Charles, the voice. What's up, my friend? Thank you. Yes, we are trying to give you some golden nuggets. Brad Storm is here. Mel Allen is here. And Charles says his takeaway so far, don't spend precious time celebrating mediocrity because it feels good. Get focused and determined with your eyes on the prize and not the scenery passing by. Hey, man, that's a really good summary of what I'm trying to share with you guys. It's painful to hear. It's painful when you get that mirror held up to you and go, see, this is what you're doing. Not everybody wants to look in that mirror. But if you're here, it shows you have the guts and the nuts to look in that mirror and say, hey, I want to get better. And I appreciate that, and I applaud you for that. And I'm here to help you get there. Keep focused on winning. Keep the first place mindset. Okay? So let's just knock out some of our D's here. The first D is diet, right? We're always talking about diet and the 4 H's. How are you doing with the 4 H's? Hydration, right? We're getting our water in there. You got to be leading by example, y'all. How are we doing with the healthy eating choices? What's on the menu for you guys? How are you fueling your machine, right? What are you putting into your body? Are you having the leftover pizza and popcorn from yesterday's football games? Or are you starting your day off with something healthy, a little oatmeal, a little protein shake, some eggs? Maybe it's some non-fat Greek yogurt. Maybe it's some non-fat cottage cheese, some fruit. What are you guys feeding your machine with? You know, so many of you guys are running on empty and you don't have the energy to get after it like you're supposed to. So let me know, my folks joining us on LinkedIn Live, Facebook Live, and YouTube Live, pop them in the comments. Let me know what's on the menu today. Maybe you might pass on a breakfast, a menu suggestion that someone else watching can use for their benefit. Are we hitting the gym? That's another H, right? Hydration, healthy eating, hitting the gym. Maybe it's weights, maybe it's a treadmill, maybe it's the Peloton, maybe it's the DDP yoga. There you go. Jim Cooper's banana and clementines. He's getting his eggs going too. Good for you. You know, maybe you're going out for a nice walk. We've been doing the walk and talks out on Instagram Live. If anybody has seen those, where we have a little fun and we have a little raw and real conversation. Had the Queen joining me on one of those yesterday. John McBride is doing some fruit and yogurt, and he's on the way to Planet Fitness. So we know a video is probably coming from you soon too, John. That is really, really cool. So we're getting our healthy eating. We're hitting the gym. What are you doing to feed your head? Are you actually reading something that's going to help you get 1% better? Or are you reading another rant or participating in another meaningless poll on Facebook about, do you like logo A or B? Or should I get the U87 or the 416? Or can anybody tell me who's a great VO coach? Are you going down these rabbit holes reading junk? Or are you actually reading a book to keep your mind sharp and get 1% better? If there's anything on your Go Get It reading list, let me know. Put it in the comments. Let's let Go Get It Nation know. So those are the 4 H's, right? Hydration, healthy eating choices, hitting the gym, and helping to feed your head. Let's talk about the next D. Jim's reading his next audiobook narration. Well, there you go. That's something that's earning him some scharo, right? Attaboy, Jim. Good job. That's productive. So our next D is document. Are we writing things down and we crossing them off? Are we creating that pattern of accomplishment? It's a very simple exercise, everyone. So many of you say, I don't know what to do, or I don't have time to do X, Y, and Z. That's because you're letting the day pull you. You're allowing the events of the day to determine how you spend your day. If you have a written list, if you have a playbook, if you have a roadmap, all you got to do is follow the map. You get to the destination. And at every stop, you cross it off. You check it off. I did it. Write things down. I have been saying this for 34 weeks in a row. I'm not going to stop until everybody is writing things down. The pen costs you 10 cents and it never runs out of batteries. Write it down. It helps. Trust me. And that includes things like your meetings, your virtual coffees, your calls, your Zooms, your webinars, your coaching sessions, your very specific granular marketing tasks. You're writing all those down. You're checking them off. Let me know what exciting things you guys have on your agenda for this week, for this month. Shoot them in the comments. Let me know what you have going on. And in the meantime, I'm going to share with you what I have going on. Today, after the live stream, there's so many folks waiting in Clubhouse. We're going to be hopping over to you guys in a matter of moments. Xavier's there. Sandy's there. Rochelle, Kevin, Sharon, Kayla. Marcellus is with us. Iman is there. Amita, Carlin Tools is there. We're going to be hopping over. Jump on over. We're going to the Running Your Voiceover Business postgame show on Clubhouse. So after you take care of your discipline, after you get your postgame show on Clubhouse, don't forget it around 10 a.m. Eastern today. It's another episode of The Hydrant with the big dog, Jim Cooper, and he's going to be chatting with Cheryl Holling, the podcasting master. She's awesome. So make sure to catch Jim and Cheryl on The Hydrant. Also, later this morning, I'm going to be jumping on the phone with Karen Murray and Laura Keenan. Tomorrow, we're going to be hanging with Glenn Noble, John Grimes, and John Duffin, plus the Queen. The Queen and I will be recording an episode as guests on John Duffin's podcast. That should be very interesting. And remember, I said in a moment, being a guest on John Duffin's podcast. That has relevance here in a couple of minutes. Wednesday, it's going to be Alan Winter, Steve Tardio, Carlin Tools, and Samantha Berman. Thursday, it's going to be with the Life Insurance General. And Friday, it's Robert Jonathan, Giovanna Inverso, David Inahosa, and Robert Rhodes. We're going to be hanging with all those guys. Now, as I always promise, as we're going through our 3Ds, our diet, our documenting, and we're going to be dropping some knowledge too. This is the point in the show where I share with you that one simple daily activity, brick or building block that you can learn how to stack and attack to achieve your goals. How did you guys do with eliminating one unhealthy food option from your diet? That's what we talked about last week. I hope you guys tried to do that, whether it was bread, whether it was cake or sweets or soda, ice cream, whatever it is. What was that one unhealthy thing you eliminated from your diet? See if you were able to repeat that pattern day after day for a week. Should be that much easier for you to do this week. Real quick, let's see. Brad Storm, he's outlined his social media plan for the week, and he's lined up what he has to get done today. Excellent. He's going to hit the bag a little bit later. Attaboy. Keep your mind right. That's right. Get your sanity. John McBride uses 2 whiteboard calendars, not 1, 2. He's got a monthly one in his home office, a weekly in his kitchen to mark his path. It's awesome. And it's working, by the way, John. Proof's in the pudding. You're using that, you're getting stuff done. Unbelievable. Jim has eliminated potato chips. Good. Very good, Jim. Attaboy, big dog. That's tough. Potato chips are awesome, man. Potato chips are awesome, but it's good that you're trying to go without them. You're adding days, weeks, and months to your life by doing that. Good for you. Now, this week, let's see. Charles the Voice says he's pre-writing marketing email drafts. And when he has time, so he can send out his marketing emails in advance. And yeah, exactly. And he's just getting them done, kind of keeping them on deck. And he doesn't have to worry about saying, I didn't have time because I was too busy. Boom. Exactly. Charles, right at you, dude. Fist bump at you. I love hearing that. This week, guys, in addition to your routine 5 LinkedIn invites per day, 5 follows on Instagram, 5 friend requests on Facebook, 5 Twitter follows every day, 5 emails every day, and 5 LinkedIn comments per day. Here's what I want you to do. Remember, I told you something was going to be relevant. I want you to offer to be a guest on somebody's podcast. There are a bunch of industry-related and maybe even non-VO industry-related podcasts out there that might be talking about a subject that you know a lot about or you're a fan about. But there's a ton of opportunities for you to be a guest on someone else's podcast, for you to pay it forward to them. And quite frankly, the folks who are putting together podcasts are just begging for guests. You make their job easier. It's one less invitation they have to send out and worry if it's going to get answered or answered positively. If you're volunteering, folks are going to jump on that and go, yeah, let's do it. Reach out to someone that you know has a podcast. Ask them, hey, if you'd like, another guest, I'd be happy to do that for you. So, and the cool part is, yeah, you're helping that person out. It's a great way to network. But the actual episode, after that episode is recorded and live, you get to repurpose that to market yourself if you're smart. Okay. So it has a couple of residual benefits on that. You can put it on all your platforms and generate some good pub for yourself. So that's it, y'all. Look, that's what I wanted to share with you. I know I ranted a little bit in the beginning. I was a little extra annoyed today because we had that little technical glitch that delayed the start of the show, but I was going to share the same message anyway. But that was episode 34 of Dissipline. If you want to see any of the previous episodes, see the whole catalog, jump on CoreyDissin.com, click the media tab, scroll down a little bit. Boom, they're all there. We'll get this one uploaded probably later today. A reminder that Dissipline is brought to you by the Dissin design team. And we got those scary marketing deals for the rest of the week in kind of the Halloween spirit. $50 off a social media survival kit, $100 off a logo, $200 off a website. I hope you're going to join me next week. There'll be more fun and games for sure. And a week from today is also another very special day. See if anybody's paying attention, see if anybody knows. I know my wife knows, and don't answer. Don't give it away. But it's a very special day a week from today. Stick around. I'm going to be jumping on Clubhouse. We have a handful of folks in the room. We're heading over there shortly, and we're going to be talking about the things you could be doing in between sessions to help you book more sessions. Get your questions ready about marketing, social media, content generation, branding, marketing, whatever it is. Get it ready. Get those questions ready, and let's start firing them off. I got plenty of time to answer them. It's like your free sort of communal coaching session if you jump on over there. It's on Clubhouse right now, running your voiceover business. Thank you, Ann, for saying these episodes get better and better. I appreciate that. We're trying to continue to deliver value every week. We spend a lot of time preparing for these. Want you guys to leave with something that you can use to help grow your business. So hopefully I'm going to see some of you in Clubhouse. There's a handful of you there waiting patiently. Thank you very much. I'm either going to talk with you there. We're going to ping each other throughout the week with all the content we're sharing, right? It's coming out. Got all sorts of good stuff we're going to be sharing. Or we're going to see you here next Monday, right? So until then, stay in the first place mindset. And if you have a tough time getting there or don't know the difference between the first place and the second place mindset, you better reach out to me. Send me that DM and say, yo, is this a first place mindset, what I'm doing? And we'll set you straight. You can bet your rear end on that. All right. Have a great week. Go get it. We'll see you in Clubhouse.